competition.
18 minutes for the top of the hour. Don't you feel a little more relaxed?
Yes, I do.
Just looking at this, a live picture.
From Aruba.
Aruba. Turns out there is a very real connection between the ocean and relaxation.
And I'd like for everyone to meet the man who's living my life, the life I was supposed to have. Marine biologist Wallace J. Nichols explores the science behind the concept in his book, Blue Mind. Had to do a lot of research in a lot of gorgeous places, and he's here in our studio this morning to talk about it. So, I know you're a marine biologist, so your mind actually probably thinks about water a lot.
Sure.
But what made you think about the connection between people, the way they are, the way they live, the way they feel, and the water?
Yeah, I've noticed traveling around the world, working with people working by the ocean, working by lakes and rivers, that people really enjoy themselves. They go there to recreate, to relax, on vacation. They go there after a stressful day. And I wondered, as a scientist, why is that? Why is that the pull? What is it about water that makes us feel better, makes us more creative, helps us relax, and sometimes pulls us together? Say a honeymoon or an important proposal that needs to be made. We do that by the edge of the water instinctively.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to know more about why that was the case. And I looked in the library for this book, and it wasn't there. And then I tried to get somebody else to write it, and they wouldn't. And so I decided, okay, let's do this. And worked with neuroscientists, psychologists, and watermen and women around the world to write it. And it just came out a couple months ago. And
it's touched a nerve. I mean, there are a lot of people reading this book and nodding their head reading it. So what have you heard as far as feedback from people reading the book, and have they answered that question? Yeah, I think the book opens the door into this bigger conversation. I've asked more questions than I've answered, but some of the answers really resonate with people. And I think it's an intuitive idea. People say, yeah, well, you know, master of the obvious you are, stating something we all know to be true. And I said, well, yeah, but let's look a little bit deeper into the science.
But science asks the question why. I mean, even if it's something that we all kind of feel like might be true, science is supposed to ask the question why and give some proof. Now, do you have any statistical data? I mean, have you monitored people, measured people to find out how that works?
Marine biologists working together with medical school researchers around the world, neuroscientists and psychologists, have collected data on what happens when we live by the ocean. It turns out it does improve our happiness. It improves our well-being. When you're by the water, it reduces your breathing rate, your heart rate. I told you. So we want to back up the science, because you have, like he said, this is like a fish. I think pretty conservative.
Kind of like a fish.
So why don't we hook you up?
Yeah, so I'll just explain.
It's the EEG.
In the lab, in a clinical setting, you know, you'll use a sensor that has as many as 68 units. 68 sensors. Okay, so we're going to... This is a 14 sensor unit.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. We're just going to use a single sensor unit, which is a little more than a toy, but it's going to be kind of fun to check out.
So what Sam's going to do is going to put it on. We're going to actually measure brain waves as Sam is looking at pictures of the ocean.
And we make sure that's touching your forehead, which is really important. Is that
it's touching now?
Is it? Got some pressure? Okay.
It's poking me in the forehead now. All right. And then I'm following Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. And where are you guys taking me? What am I going to do in this?
You're going to be looking at pictures of the ocean.
All right. This is perfect. This is like my best day ever.
And we're going to kind of look at some of the data coming back, because you can actually measure, you know, when the brain, quote, relaxes, or when maybe it's a little bit more focused or more stressed.
Right. So this particular unit will look at attention and focus versus meditation or relaxation. Very, very simple. You know, just a real fun way to have a look at Sam's brain. And as he's sitting there in front of Scotland, apparently, and looking at his...
So what is this saying to you? Is this saying that Sam's a little more relaxed?
So it looks like he's chilling out and focused on the island. You know,
how did you know?
You know, and when you step up to the water, or into traffic, as the case may be.
Oh, look at that. It's all red.
Is this a torture chamber? What have you done to me? This is, I thought...
Oh, there we go. There's a little better. Back and forth between sort of red mind and blue mind experiences.
All right.
And,
Wallace J. Nichols, thank you so much. Oh, that's Sam's husband. Wallace J. Nichols, thank you so much.
That's my husband.
The Blue Mind, and you can check it out at wallacejnichols.org.
Right, thank you very much.
This program